Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Very aware of herself.
Not only that, but like the way that she's perceiving, the way that she has to move.
One of the best songs I think she's ever
This
released.
is my favorite EP. See, that's a really cool tell. The N coming into that natural obviously is the harder part of the singing phrase. So you're really seeing an anchor, and you can see it even in the posture here. There's a natural anchoring here, and she's also using her other arm to support the inner intercostal muscles.
Latissimus dorsi.
Yes, thank you. The latissimus dorsi is underneath the singing phrase, just anchoring right before that. So if you pay attention to the way that she's singing before it, it's very open here, but there's a lot of tension in this arm. Can you see it? So she's naturally trying to find anchor. So the whole leaning back here, it's trying to find that back anchoring. Also, she's leaning away from the microphone, which confirms my theory that she might be thinking that it's all too enhanced, and the certain singing choices and phrases have been made because of the environment. So yeah,
Crazy, right? That like so much shit is going on,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
I wouldn't have noticed that.
100%.
That's fucking mental.
Also, you can hear the precision in which she approaches the N of the natural, because the Korean N's actually kind of sit right in at the top of the bottom teeth.
You can notice how she
The
says na na na,
so that they're biting into the tongue.
No.
So that naturally takes away force from the I don't know, the tip of the tongue action, because it's being bitten down.
dampens it.
Yeah, it dampens
fast.
it. Yes,
Right,
yes. You see?
You think that's just her giving it shit,
It's
but it's
not,
like,
baby, it's not. It looks cool, but there's so much happening there.
and now there's relaxation in the easiest.
What do I call you? And then you see that relaxation come back in. Default setting back. What do I call you?
Yeah, that's a song and a half. Dude,
I freaking love
you
that
can hear
whole
every
video.
breath. Fuck.
정말 수많은 OST를 불렀는데요.
Well, I don't know what this is.
몇 곡
Oh, I know.
드리도록 하겠습니다.
You know this song. Wait until it starts. Wait. This is an OST I didn't know. Default setting, you see?
언제부터인지
Yeah.
I knew it.
운명이라고 느꼈던 걸까.
What a song!
밤하늘에 별이 빛는
And I'm thirsty and I'm not even singing.
오랫동안 내 곁에 있어요.
That's such a fucking crazy like journey. And Korea just does this for some reason.
How you know that everything up to this point has been
It's the first take,
calculated?
maybe?
It's been highly calculated. You can't approach a song like this that relaxed if you've been jumping up and down or doing vocal acrobatics the whole time.
Here's a question for those watching. Fuck, I love that track. Here's a question. When does she record this? Has this been... When does she do this before she starts going on promotional tour?
It's part of the promotion tour.
Yeah, but is it at the start?
I think it might be.
I think because... And a smart thing, because like one of the things that doesn't get mentioned enough is when you go on a promotional tour, the fatigue of the singer, it really does increase very, very fast.
Yes.
And you can prove this empirically. Just look at all promotional tours, look at towards the end, the last interviews, the last performances. Those are usually not the strongest.
Yeah.
the start of it is the strongest part. Now, when this is probably one of the most vocally exposing and exhausting environments she's ever gonna perform in for the promotional tour.
Most often than not, the live performances and all the things that include the heaviest amount of singing goes right at the beginning of the promotional tour.
To be honest, it's not crazy to guess that even before IMVU released, she had already recorded this.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Even though, because the recording schedule for that, it probably was a bit crazy for 2 weeks, you know?
Yes.
Not for a month. Even though I don't know at that level of production if you do need a month, because that shit looked like a movie.
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of the physical work happens really quickly, and what takes the longest time is probably post-production, finishing products.
Be honest, 3 days recording, probably.
Yes, max.
Three
Gosh,
days, yeah.
maximum. I
2
think
days,
that's too much.
and if the director's going crazy, he'll call you in again.
Yes, but I doubt it unless something terribly wrong is happening.
But so I am interested if you do know, like, because I do know a lot of you guys are really in tune with like what she posts and what she shares. So if she has talked about that when she recorded this, it could have been literally. I mean, IMVU released literally like a couple of days ago, right? Maybe a week at this point.
I think a week at this point, but I do believe that this was probably recorded
Prior.
as they finished filming and stuff. So she is at her singing prime.
She's very
here.
fresh, yeah. This I haven't heard.
This is 2008.
Sounds beautiful.
The falsetto game is so strong. But it's a way more relaxed take on all and everything. Yes. Gosh, what a song.
Yeah, I've never heard this.
감사합니다.
Ah,
Bit of
she's
water?
so cute.
No, fuck.
Nothing,
man.
nothing.
Yeah, she's very fresh.
Well, yeah, this is definitely exhausting.
Fatiguing. 4 seasons. Let's go.
Oh, she was rushing a little bit there.
I rushed in the count. My head.
But you know what? This is what I like about this freaking show, that you get raw moments, because these are the situations where you in post production they would have like, okay, let's go back to that.
And TV they would have taken that out.
Or let's just retake it from this cue, retake it from this intro. I'll give you a count, a physical count into the thing. But I love that you don't do that in Dingo.
This
like
is
you
so
get
hard, man.
that you
Dingo's
get that
so
one
hard.
that one take environment feel to it, because then you also see how your favorite artist also province solve in the spot.
Dingo's really like, if you want to know if an artist is really good,
This is
check
the
if they have a
environment.
Dingo performance. You know, they stayed so loyal. It seems they've stayed so loyal to their concept and not be kind of what would you call it, bent,
Swerved.
in those, because there's not only ginormous artists. The artists wouldn't mind. The companies do.
Yes, they
the
do.
agencies do.
That's right.
The labels do. So those are the ones that tell, no, do it like this, do it like that, let's do that again. It's not her. You know what I mean? She's a singer. That's what she does. She's an artist. So I think Dingo stayed very consistent on what they first started as.
I think so too.
And that's why they've become so popular. So props to them.
It's so refreshing to watch though.
Because even colors, with all due respect, it started to bend a bit. You know, you can tell, and that's okay. It's what happens when you go mainstream and so
Yes,
popular.
yes.
But you look at original colors, and then you look at recent colors, and it's like, yeah, I understand what's happening. And then Tiny Desk was the same. At the beginning, it's like, holy guacamole.
What is this?
Yeah, and it's like basically zero posts. It's like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
You're crazy. And that's why T-Pain had that performance. Was like, what the fuck for
He
this guy?
doesn't sound like he sounds like
He doesn't
that
have
in real
auto-tune,
life.
right? And now you're starting to see differences. I think also now that Taylor making stuff, which obviously makes sense.
I think the pandemic changed the game
Also,
for them.
you also need post-production when you're doing post-pandemic stuff.
Oh yes.
Because it's online. It's not live
to the studio that they've mastered and sound checked.
and they didn't have a live audience anymore. So, but anyways, back to this. I wonder if they ever will bring live audiences. I'll pay to watch a Dingo thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Dingo concert. They bring so specific artists.
I think they did do that, like Dingo with you, or Dingo everywhere, or something like that, where we've seen like Soohyun and
that's true.
Henry
Soohyun.
Liu and a bunch of stuff. Like, so they've done
like Begin
events.
Again, that
yes,
type of show.
Begin Again. That's right. So I don't know.
온 세상 이던 날 보낼래 정말 너를 사랑했을까 언제야 봄이던가
See, the songs are
한참 서로가
way easier to approach.
셰익스피어의 연극 같은 마지막이 될 사랑과 한듯 둘밖에 안 보였나 봐
Yeah, you can really take your time with what's happening here.
다른 걸
Nice curtain. I never realized that.
I gave you
Remember these ones are arranged for this environment precisely.
내 겨울을 주고 또 여름도 주었지 뜨겁고 차갑던 그 계절에 정말 너를 사랑했을까 내가 너를 사랑했을까
She's so pretty, dude. Like, you could like look at
Yeah, she's
her.
good looking.
사랑했을까
It's so cool.
How old is she? Like 30?
I think so.
방법은 정규 2집에
Oh yes, also great
Music.
freaking track.
벨비티라는 곡인데요 제가 정말 좋아하는 곡입니다
Nice.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't know how you're doing that without water. She's just totally chilling.
The way girls speak Korean is so attractive to me. It's fucking crazy.
위태롭던 내게만 gravity
See, full fold.
방황하던 날 강렬하게 이끈 힘
Wonderful.
She's also angling away from the microphone.
외로운 시간들을 지나 드디어 제자리를 찾아
You see?
더 끌어안아줘 날 위태롭던 내게만 gravity
I love the song. Woo! Nice textures.
That's amazing.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Ah.
There we
there
go.
we
Yeah,
are,
well, it is
finally.
one of the hardest songs.
Oh, here we go.
2022년 태연의 정규
Oh, I'm
신곡이
being honest.
나옵니다.
2022.
드디어 타이틀곡인 I Envy You 들려드릴게요.
The way that I've been
사랑해주세요.
replaying this song is just
Bravo.
not even real.
We've been listening a lot to this album. Do tune in, Feature Friday Plus for the review.
So I can love you even though I do 밀어내봐도 난 너를 못 이겨 날 버리고
Ooh, low key, a hard one.
이럴수록
Yes, at the top of her range.
So I envy you.
Wonder if she's gonna do the thing, the fucking song. There you go.
There you go. I always knew it was at the top of her range, but she's the marketing queen, baby.
Yeah, so what we mean by fresh and fatigue, this is a good example of that here.
That big breath there.
That's a breath of fatigue.
That's right.
Fuck me. How long does this go?
How long is it going to take?
Yeah, because and this should put into perspective to a lot of guys. I think again, it's so awesome that I have in my house someone like you that knows, singing to this level. But what really puts things into perspective to me is when we see some of these girls or some of these guys perform live a 15-minute song, an 11-minute song plus dancing, a 4-minute song with dancing. It's like that's next level impressive.
Yes,
and then when you see them do a Dingo for 22 minutes, 21, 30, sometimes they do just 15, 14. It's so fucking hard.
It is. It's so hard.
It's mental. It's like, for them, it kind of feels like doing a CrossFit.
It is. Like I said, when I said that this is a marathon, it is. It's in every way of the physical form. Because the breath control is important. The energy exertion is important.
Mental
the way
discipline.
the way that you stand, the way that you move, the way that you look at the cues, everything. Also, we're only seeing the finished product, one side of what's actually happening on studio. She has people giving her signals. She has voices going in through the in-ear monitors. There are visual cues. It's the lyrics, is the knowing when to come in, when to talk, all of these things really have a strong impact in how these performances can go really wrong. And the fact that they don't, it's literally like a superpower. Also, you can hear the fatigue and the croakiness towards the end of the phrases because she works so much with falsetto. So there's a lot of easy fatigue that comes from it. So when you switch from a falsetto to a full fold and a full vocal approach to it, they could be a little catch, a little croakiness at the end of the phrase, and it's very
Prevalent here.
Prevalent here. Yeah.
자꾸 날 하켜 아파도 못 멈춰 So when you leave please make it easy
Oh, it's just incredibly clean.
Again, one of the best songs I think she's released.
And the way that part gave me chills.
It's wonderful.
Very good.
Again, we're looking at little details that are so irrelevant. It's so impressive.
마지막 곡이고요. 콘서트가 몹시 생각나는 곡입니다. 유아라는 곡 들려드릴게요.
I love how she waited for that curtain to drop. She needed that breath, not gonna lie.
What, Gravity and I Envy You? Fucking hell, give me a break.
오랫동안 내 마음에 구름 가득 비가 내려 따스한 햇살 비추기
She is human.
간절히 바랬죠.
She's awesome though.
어깨를 적신 빗방울도 마르면 나만 홀로 남겨질까 너무나도 두려웠죠.
Also, I just would like to say, I love the freaking sound engineers at Dingo. I love them.
You know what's funny?
I love them so much.
She doesn't have one song that you don't want to hear like this. Mm-hmm. That's something I've just clocked.
Yes.
Like, she's done, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about eight songs. Mm-hmm. And they're all like, she could do 15 more, and I wouldn't care. There's been some Dingo performances that we don't check out on the channel that I do have a look at. And that's the reason why we haven't checked them out on the channel, because I didn't think they were very good.
No, don't say that, because I have seen quite of the most requested ones, and I have seen them.
But the requested ones, like the most requested ones that we've had is like Jessie and CL. There was always a few ones, but we just saw them when they released. Look how,
Yes.
I mean, we literally see them when we release. There's just been others that have also been quite popular, that we haven't checked out, but they were like from a few rappers and stuff like that, and I just
Right.
didn't think they were the strongest. It was like, the songs they chose, I didn't think they were the best,
Yes.
or they simply aren't made for that type of environment, and you can tell. But with her, it's like fuck. And another one that did it like that, obviously Big Mama was Mama Moo.
Oh yeah.
Lehigh was very, very pleasant.
Yes.
Lehigh was actually a very pleasant surprise, and it does put her in that league of fuck levels, dude. Regardless of genres and stuff. But yes, this is probably one of the
IU
best
was
Dingo
definitely
ones.
one of my favorites too.
IU,
Gosh,
right, yeah.
gosh. I was like, whoa, what the?
Yeah, IU is what happens when you see like, and Taeyeon is another example of this.
Discipline meets mastery.
And that goes through experience. That's
Yes.
you can only earn mastery of something through years of experience, and they both
You're
have
putting
that.
yourself in the fire.
Yeah, truly. She acts as well, Taeyeon, right?
Taeyeon, I don't think so.
She doesn't act.
I don't think so. I think she does a lot of OSTs though.
Right.
But I don't think she acts now.
빛처럼 빛긴 빛처럼 내 마음에 떠오르죠 이렇게
Love that word. 이렇게.
내게 내린 빛과
Nice cushioning through the song though.
일곱 빛으로 온 세상을 더 아름답게 말들여 언제나 Yeah, you
Wow, so
Such
clean.
a beautiful cushioning into the singing phrases. Gosh, yeah. No lie.
Last few.
no
Come on,
lie.
champ.
You 감사합니다.
That was fine.
No, that was fantastic.
It's so impressive, especially at that stage of the performance.
She's waiting for directions. Yeah.
그냥 가기 너무너무 아쉬워서 정말 마지막 곡 한
I think
곡만
this
더
is the last
들려드리고
one. Yeah.
갈게요.
Last one.
We go, boss.
All right.
여러분이
Let's go out with bang.
듣고 싶어 하셨던 곡입니다. 너를 그리는 시간 들려드릴게요. 클라이막스만 들려드릴게요.
You go, girl.
Oh, purpose.
From the repackage album. Good choice to finish, not gonna lie. Oh, there's reverb, right?
Big reverb.
Yeah, big.
She has layers as well here.
Yeah. Her tongue singing technique is brilliant. So good.
Yeah.
Gosh!
Go out with a bang, huh?
Indeed. That was beautiful.
She's awesome, man.
A lot is happening in the studio.
Yeah, that jumper has like gold incrustations in there.
감사합니다.
No, thank you.
안녕.
Very nice.
I freaking love her, dude. I freaking love her. I
Well-
adore her. Okay, the lighting team deserves all the credits
Yeah.
here. Freaking wonderful.
Executive producer MJ, producer Rudia _L.
L.
Associated producer DH Sumin, JP.
Sound team recording DKO. Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys are literal magicians.
Yeah.
Because to make all of this work doesn't only take rehearsals. No. You need to like understand the
Sound,
singer.
yeah. I think also like it's really cool. I mean, I'm no sound
I love
expert.
this.
It would be cool to have a look at someone who's like a sound engineer come on and explain this shit to me because it's
Maybe
so
break
interesting.
it down. Yeah.
It's so interesting to me how the sound doesn't fracture even though she doesn't project towards the mic at specific moments or stuff like that. Obviously, that environment is made for that. Like I understand
Yes.
that, but it's so mental to me. Like that I don't know. It's like that mic could even catch the wiggling of her toes in his shoes.
Yes,
You know?
it's actually very correct. It could.
But very, very impressive. Certainly lots to rewatch. I will watch this on my own time. I recommend you do 2 if this is your first time.
Yes.
Show her the love and support.
Certainly, one of the most satisfying experiences to videos to witness. I think so. Like one of those like soothing journeys
Yeah.
in singing technique wise. Also, her technique is perfect. So I
Well,
mean,
let us know your thoughts, guys, and goodbye.
that's right.